Wow, here we are over in the New Testament now. We're looking in St. John chapter 15, and we are looking at Jesus speaking here, and he is saying, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Wow, he gave all glory, he gave all praise to his Father, and we are to give all praise to him, to Jesus, the Son, who has come, and we too worship the Father through the Son, through Jesus. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that bringeth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. How about that? After this branch has brought forth this fruit, God clips it off at the end and lets it start all over again, bearing new fruit and more fruit, and bringeth forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Are you in the word? Are you cleaning up daily? Are you in the word? Are you a Christian? Are you abiding in me, and I in you? God says in verse 4, as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye except ye abide in me. You must abide in God. Have you been abiding in God through this time? Have you been doing your daily Bible reading? Have you been praying? Have you been witnessing? What have you been doing? I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye cannot do nothing. If a man abideth not in me, he is cast forth as a branch that withered, and the man gathereth them, cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. This verse 7 of chapter 15 of John is a great verse. Abiding. If we abide in him, then his words, my words, abide in thee. If we're not in his words, how do they abide in us? We must be in his words. I challenge you to take John 14 and 15 and read it. Read these chapters. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples. And as the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. Wow. Are you practicing that? Are you practicing that? Am I practicing that? I'm trying. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. Are you in the doldrums, or have you the joy of the Lord in your life? This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend. I had to do that yesterday. I had to lay down my life, my thoughts, all of my doings and everything. Get in my car and drive about 40, 50 miles and carry a man some food that needed food, and he needed a moment of companionship. He needed a radio, and he needed a tape player and some tapes, and he needed some spiritual love and some spiritual friendship. And somebody had to be willing to lay their life down for an hour or two and put their gas in the car. It took exactly a half a tank to go there and back. And so God is on the throne, and he wants us to answer when the call comes in. Have you had a call lately? Are you the friend to a person that would call you in a need and say, would you help me? I'm in trouble. Ye are my friends if you do whatever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friend, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. How about that? We did not choose God. He chose us. And as He chose us, He has put us to work to follow Him. And I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit. We're not to sit still. We are to go and bring forth fruit, especially in this time. And that your fruit should remain. Whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, He may give it to you. Those things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Wow, what a good scripture. It don't matter what the world thinks of you, my friend. What is important? What does Jesus think of you? What does God think of you? Are you in the right place? Never mind what the world thinks. The world is going to fade away. And by the way, He said, it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Are you God's child? If you are, you're chosen. You're chosen by God. You're ordained by God. And who cares who says a little thing about you? Look what Jesus went through. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. Jesus came and revealed the sin of the world. He that hateth me, hateth the Father also. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and heard, both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled, that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which persecuteth from the Father, which proceedeth, not persecuted, which proceedeth from the Father. He shall testify of me, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. When have you and I been with Him from the beginning? He's speaking here to disciples and whatever. We have been with Him from the beginning when we get saved. All seed of men, all seed of men, every man that's ever been born, every man that ever will be born, is already known of God. He already knows all of that. Every seed of man that cometh from one, God knows that. That cometh from a man, God knows that. He knows every seed that is going to be, every man that is going to be. He knows the outcome. But He gives us a volition, a choice. How are you choosing today? Are you choosing to follow Jesus today, or are you following your own way? Are you having problems that are unshakable and seems unmovable? Get in Jesus and you'll find the mover. He is the mover. He is the shaker. He is the one that can make things fall together and work. We'll see you next time. Right. Bye-bye.